What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here for another video. Today we have an aviation news this week episode for you guys, and it is episode 64, and we're going to get started right here with this episode with this picture you might see here. We have headline news, and that's that China Airlines is shaking up their fleet. So, first order of business for China Airlines is to retire the Boeing 747-400s. They are one of the last airlines to still be operating these aircraft, and it'll be really sad to see them go. Retirement for them is expected sometime near the end of the year or early next year. That's really about the time frame, but of course this is COVID era, so anything could happen. But yeah, these aircraft are expected to be gone soon, and instead they'll be using the 777s and A350s instead. Pretty much they already have the replacements for these aircraft, so they're good to go there. The next aircraft that they will be replacing will be the Boeing 737-800s. And I was kind of surprised when I saw that this was the aircraft that they're going to retire, but they're replacing it with the A321neos. Now, I do believe that the 738 will still stay in service for a few more years, but China Airlines likes to keep a modern fleet, so this aircraft will be going as part of their modernization efforts. So, you know, they're kind of doing a Singapore Airlines thing where they keep a young fleet. And then finally, the 747 cargos for China Airlines Cargo, which is part of China Airlines, will be retiring as well. These will be coming out of service in the next couple years as they bring on the 777Fs. The 777Fs are actually based off the 777-200LR platform and then the cargo version of the aircraft. So that'll be really cool. I really like the 777Fs, and so it'll be a great placement for the legendary 747. The A321neos for China Airlines have not arrived yet, but they should be arriving here by the end of the year, and that'll be really exciting. I just thought I would go over that as their future plans. It's really the only big highlight news I have, because there hasn't been too much. This week has actually been fairly quiet overall, which is good news for me. So, that is it for the headline news, and then next up I have some pictures I want to show you guys. So the first picture you're seeing here, in both of these pictures, they are by Epic Aviation 47. Thank you, sir, for submitting them to me. Your pictures are really outstanding. I look forward to seeing more of them on this show. So here we have the very first one. This is November 36 November Echo. It is the Patriots Boeing 767-300, advertising their 6th Super Bowl wins. And I mean, it's a pretty impressive aircraft, because I mean, the Patriots have done what no team in professional football, I almost call it college football, but professional NFL football has been able to do, and that's rack up basically an empire in the 2010s. There really hasn't been any football team that's been able to do that in professional NFL league, because really everybody's the best as far as, you know, players and such, and so you're competing at the top level, and so it's very difficult to have a dynasty unlike at some other levels of football. So that's impressive what the Patriots have done. This is a nice livery and very nice picture here by you. So next up we have this very interesting picture. This picture is also on Jet Photos, but he just sent me the original nice complete file, so I don't have to have like the Jet Photos logo on it or anything. But this one is a very unique aircraft. It's November 404 Papa Alpha. This is a very rare aircraft that doesn't go up in the skies very often, but this unique aircraft is used by the MIT Lincoln Labs as a communications testing platform for the United States Air Force. So that's why it has all the antennas and the domes and the protrusions out of the aircraft sticking out. It's because it's used as a platform to test new communications technology for the United States military, and in particular the United States Air Force. So this is a unique aircraft. It is based off a 707-320B. It's a really unique aircraft, and I think it looks super cool with all the antennas and such. I would love to see a model of this. I would totally pick it up. But yeah, this is a very cool aircraft. Thank you, sir, for your submission. And in fact, we'll see Epic Aviation 47 later in the video with another one of these pictures. I have a correction that I have to issue here from the previous video. Yes, I do own up to my mistakes. And that is that this picture here, I was reporting on the A318 retirement, which did happen. And I was talking about their last route, which was London City, Shannon, New York, and back. I said, I think it was Glasgow as the city that stopover. That's not correct. The actual city they stop over at is Shannon, and here is a comment by Aviation 18 where he corrects me on that. gives some good information. You can just read that if you want to. Pause the video. We're going to move on to the next topic, but I just want to make that correction because I do want to give out accurate information. I'm not fake news, unlike what the haters and the fake news might say. But yeah, with that being said, we'll move on to fleet news. And Epic Aviation 47 shows up again with this beautiful picture of the China Eastern 777-300ER. And this aircraft is in the brand new China International Expo. So this is for advertising the Import Expo that apparently is going to be held in Shanghai very soon. So this is a livery by China Eastern on one of the 777-300s, and this aircraft was first spotted on the 2nd of July 2020, but this picture here was taken in September by Epic Aviation 47, and according to information he gave me, this is the very first time that this aircraft has ever been at New York JFK. So very nice picture by you, good sir. Thank you for sending this in. I actually like this livery. I think this is cool livery, and obviously China is needing exports and imports because they've had some issues with the restrictions and trade war that's kind of going on between the United States. It'd be good if the two countries come to some agreement, and maybe the expo will help. I don't know, we'll just see. Next news item is that Aeromexico has a new special livery on one of the 737-852s. This is registered as X-Ray Alpha-Zulu Alpha Mike. Appears to be for Inter.MX. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's interesting. I need to mention that the previous 777 I talked about with the special expo livery is registered as Bravo-2002, and this one here is X-Ray Alpha-Zulu Alpha Mike. And this was spotted on the 13th of September 2020. Next up, we have a new retro livery for Aerolinius Argentina. This is showing one of the retro liveries from a long time ago. According to the information at the bottom of the photo, it is from 70 years ago. And this is a really cool aircraft. This aircraft is registered as Lima Victor Golf Oscar Oscar, taken on the 18th of September 2020. Interestingly enough, this aircraft shown here is a former AirTran 737-700 delivered to them, and then at some point became part of Aerolinius Argentina's Airlines. I think that's really cool. I mentioned the expo earlier, and here is a new livery for China Southern advertising the same China International Import Expo. It's apparently going to be held in Shanghai. This aircraft is registered Bravo-5940, and this aircraft was captured on the 19th of September 2020. And this is in Guangzhou, and I really do like that tonal back there. I think that's a cool styling for tonal right there. The final fleet news we have here is that this airline, however its name is pronounced, is a new operator for the SSJ 100, the Sikorsky Superjet 100. This aircraft was the registration of Romeo Alpha-89080. This aircraft was taken on the 19th of September 2020. So, I think it's kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of the Superjet 100s. I mean, I think they're fine, but I mean, the aircraft in general had a very limited reach, which is no big surprise for a new to the commercial jet space. Obviously, a lot of people don't trust like a brand new brand until later on. So, it's a good first step for them, but we'll see where it goes. So, with that being said, we have a bunch of route news. And here's an article from 1 Mile at a Time. I really like some of the articles, so I'll be linking this one below. And this one covers the brand new JetBlue routes that they'll be starting. As I mentioned, there it is a trend towards going towards summer and vacation routes. And a lot of airlines are trending towards that as business travel has dried up. And I mentioned that in a previous episode. And it seems like that trend is continuing as JetBlue announces even more new routes. And I'll hopefully cover some more new routes here in the future, but for this episode we are covering the new JetBlue expansion, and there's a lot of new routes. Here you can see the route map, pretty significant. And let's get down to the routes that they are actually adding. For JetBlue, they'll be adding new flights for Los Angeles. This is on top of their move from Long Beach to Los Angeles. These are not former Long Beach flights, these are brand new ones. So coming out of Los Angeles, JetBlue will be adding on the 19th of November 2020 service to Cancun, Mexico daily, service to Palm Beach daily. And then on the 18th of December, they'll be adding service to Charleston daily, service to Liberia twice weekly, service to Raleigh-Durham daily, that's an A320, service to Richmond daily on the A320 I believe, and service to San Jose daily as well. I don't know exactly all the aircraft types for these, they aren't exactly listed. I did look a couple of them up. Alright, new services from Newark. So JetBlue is really expanding on Newark. On the 19th of November, they will be adding service to Aruba, and that will be Mint service, so that means that'll be on their A321s. And then also on the 19th of November, they'll be adding Cancun service, not Mint, but this will probably be an A321. They will also be adding Montego Bay. I predict that'll be an A320. They'll be adding service to Nassau, and then they'll be adding service to Puerto Rico, adding service to Turks and Caicos, and then they'll be adding service to St. Martin, and that'll be Mint A321 service. And all these services here for Newark will be daily, so pretty big expansion. And then Raleigh-Durham is getting some new routes. This is my favorite airport. Super happy about these new routes. I mentioned the Los Angeles service above, but they will also be adding all these on November 19th. Service to Cancun, service to Fort Myers, Montego Bay, and San Juan. Really excited to see these services. I believe they are all on A320s, including the Los Angeles service. Great to see though. I'll be having to buy a bunch of JetBlue models now. I mean, I already have some, so I'm actually kind of prepared for this. But I'm super excited. As you can see, all these flights will also be daily. Super happy about that. Fort Lauderdale is getting a slight expansion. They'll be adding flights to Bozeman, yes, the city of Montana. That's coming on the 18th of December, and that'll be twice weekly for all those people who want to go up there for scenery and skiing and all lovely stuff. Palm Springs, also twice weekly on the 18th of December. Tampa will be adding service daily to Cancun and to Richmond, Virginia on the 19th of November. Richmond's getting a nice little expansion. And Richmond is also adding service to Las Vegas on the 18th of December. And San Francisco and Cancun service on the 19th of November. So this is a pretty big deal. This is huge for JetBlue, and they're really expanding those routes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how far they go. I really like JetBlue Airlines. I really like this expansion. This is great for Raleigh-Durham, which is an airport model. And yeah, it's just good to see that more routes are happening. I really am interested to watch this market shift, as we have a market shift towards definitely doing these more summer, domestic, winter type routes. I really like all the colors they sell. So here they sell the mint sauces in green and the light blue lines. Those are on regular JetBlue sauces. And so this is a picture here, I think taken directly from JetBlue. But anyway, it's really cool. I really like these routes. What do you think of them? Comment below. That's big route news. I'll be covering some new stuff next week, including some Pakistan services, which are interesting. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I recently went spotting at DSM, and I saw a very interesting aircraft. It is this plane, the 767-300. Spot vlog coming for that on Tuesday, day after this video is coming out, which is Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.